So what we have seen in this lecture, okay. So we are seeing FAC devices. Okay. So what is the purpose of FAC devices? Why we are using FAC devices? Okay. And what are the FAC devices? FAC devices is the power electronic devices which helps in controlling power and improving power transmission capability over AC transmission system or over AC transmission lines. Okay. So this is the main purpose of FAC devices. Okay. And what it will do, which parameters of our power system FAC devices modifies. It will modify impedance, series impedance, shunt admittance, voltage, current, and phase angle. Okay. If you modify phase angle, automatically your torque angle will also modify. So you can modify your system property like stability, okay, and their reliability. So there are many ways, okay, many parameters which can be modified using FAC devices. Okay. So flexible AC transmission system has principal role of enhancing controllability and power transfer capability in AC system. It increase, since we know the increasing demand of power system makes power system network more complex in terms of operation and control. Most of the devices are mechanically controlled in power system network. Since we know mechanical devices are slow in operation due to their inertia and consequently switching can't be initiated frequently in mechanical systems. To overcome this issue of mechanical devices, FAC devices open up new opportunity for controlling and enhancing the power capability of the transmission lines. Okay. So FAC devices are used for power flow control, load sharing along the parallel lines, voltage regulation, enhancing transient stability. Therefore, this technology, that is FAC technology, uses power electronics components like transistors, thyristors, and other power electronics advanced converter inverters. Okay. And it will modify, FAC devices will modify system impedance, system admittance, system voltage, system current, system phase angle. Okay. Therefore, FAC devices classify into two categories. One is series compensation and second one is shunt compensation. And third one is series and fourth one is series shunt. Okay. So classification of FAC devices. Okay. So what are the classification of FAC devices? Classification. Okay. So they are series, shunt, series, 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 series shunt, series shunt devices. Okay. So these are the four classifications. So what we did in series, okay, we will use power electronic component in series devices. So what we have performed in series compensation, okay. So these are FAC devices classification or FAC devices compensation devices. So in series, suppose we have initially our power system like that. We have a generator here, okay, then there is transmission line, then there is a load. Okay. So here is, suppose motor is load. Okay. So suppose this is sending in voltage and this is receiving in voltage and this is admittance of the line. Okay, and let this voltage have angle delta and this voltage have angle 0. Okay, phase angle 0. So what is torque angle? The angle difference between receiving end voltage and sending end voltage. Okay, and you have derived the power for this system, P equal to EV by X, real power, P equal to, that is sending end voltage into receiving end voltage divided by X. These BS, BR, X are the magnitudes, okay, into sine delta. So this you know, real power. Okay, so how to increase this power? If we decrease this, okay, if we decrease this reactance, then we can easily increase this power, real power. So how do I decrease this power? By connecting a series capacitor. Okay, so this is one of the compensation device. In this, if I insert a series capacitor like that, then this is minus Jx. So overall, this reactance modify X minus Xc. Okay, so you can see X is reduced in this case. Okay, so this is the series compensation. Okay, so first one is series compensation. Okay. And next is, what are the classifications, sub-classification of series compensation? It will further classify which FACT devices come under the category of series compensation. Okay, so write the name of those devices which come under the category of series compensation. So what are the classification? It's an example of series compensation. It is a static synchronous series compensator, SSSC, static synchronous series compensator. Okay, this is first. And next is TCSC. TCSC means thyristor controlled series capacitor. Okay, so it will have a series capacitor and shunt reactor with SCR. Okay, silicon controlled rectifier. Okay, and third one is TCSR. TCSR, and its full form is thyristor controlled series reactor. Okay, so this device will have series reactor with shunt reactor plus SCR. Okay, that is silicon controlled rectifier. And fourth example is TSSC. Okay, so what is TSSC? This is thyristor switched series capacitor. Okay, so it will have a series capacitor plus shunt thyristor switched reactor. Okay, the last one is TSSR. Okay, so TSSR means thyristor switched series reactor. Here is capacitor, thyristor switched series reactor. Okay, it will have series reactor along with shunt thyristor switched reactor. Okay, so if I will draw these two, then it's a very easy. One is series reactor with parallel reactor and thyristor. Okay, so if I add okay, draw it for series connection or series compensation. This is a series line. Okay, so this is a line in which we are connected inductor or reactor. In reactor, there is a parallel reactor plus SCR, two SCR connected in parallel. You know, SCR also have a this gate terminal. So this is an example of this is TCSR or TSSR. Okay. So these are T, this one and this one. Okay. These two have a this exam. Now another one is, if I connect here capacitor, then it convert into these two, TCSC and TSSC. Okay. So another one is, if I modify it little bit, then this is the example of other two devices. Okay. So if I modify little bit here, okay, capacitor, then this convert into this TC, then this is the example of TCSC and TSSC. Okay. So this is the examples or devices for series compensation. Then we have a shunt compensation. Okay. So another is shunt compensation. So let us see shunt compensation. Okay. Next is shunt compensation. So what are the example of shunt compensation? In shunt compensation, suppose we have a transmission line. Now we are compensating in middle of the transmission system. Okay. So initially we have a this generator voltage, then there is a transmission line reactance JX, then there is a some load, okay, like motor. So this is a VR, receiving end voltage. If I break up this transmission line in two parts, and in between this, in the middle of this transmission line, if I modify, okay, if I connect somewhere, okay, FACT devices, then what it will look? It will look like this is your voltage in line, break up into JXY2, JXY2. Here we are connecting FACT devices. Okay. So here we are connecting FACT devices. Here is load. Voltage is same, VS and VR. Okay. With angle delta, and that is with angle 0. Okay. So if I connect FACT devices here, okay, this is shunt. Okay. Shunt FACT devices. Okay. So if I draw its phasor, then this angle, we have seen this formula, this kind of compensation, that is midpoint compensation. In that we have seen power transmission capability P is Vs, right? And suppose this voltage is Vm divided by xy2 into sine delta by 2. Okay. Phase angle is also modified. Okay. So this power becomes 2 times 2p max. Suppose voltage Bs, Bm and Br are same in magnitude. Then this is sine delta by 2. Okay. So you can see the power transmission capability is double. Okay. And delta is also delta by 2. Okay. So if you draw it, initially P equal to P max sine delta by 2 is this. Okay. This is the P max in first case. When there is no compensation, if you do compensation, then it will delta will become this is pi in first case. Now delta will become 2 pi. Okay. So half cycle will have 2 pi time period, and its power is also double. So it will 2 P max and delta is delta by 2. So this is the curve for this P equal to 2 P max and delta by 2. Okay, for this expression. Okay, for this is a curve, and this is for this black one is for P equal to P max sin delta. P equal to P max sin delta. Okay, and these two are applicable only when this B magnitude of BS, this shunt compensation plus BR, all three voltages have a same magnitude. Under this condition, this curve is valid. Okay, otherwise it will not valid. Okay, it will become complex. Okay. So what are the examples of shunt compensation? So let us see example of shunt compensation. So first is static synchronous compensator, that is called STATCOM. Okay. So next is a classification is first one is static synchronous compensator. That is also called STATCOM. Okay, in general STATCOM. Okay. Second one is static volt ampere reactive compensator, and this is very important. This is called SBC. Okay, SBC. Okay, static bar compensator, and it is further classified into different category, that is TCR, TSC, TCR, TSC, and TCR, TSC. Okay, so TCR is thyristor controlled reactor. Okay, this is what thyristor controlled reactor. This is TSC, TSR. Okay, right? TSR. Okay, TSR is what? Thyristor switched reactor. Okay. This is what? Thyristor controlled reactor. This is thyristor switched reactor. So here S means switched. Here S means controlled. Thyristor controlled reactor. This is thyristor switched reactor. Then third one is TSC. TSC means thyristor switched capacitor. Okay, so this is thyristor switched capacitor. And last one is MSC. MSC is nothing but mechanically switched capacitor. Okay. So if you draw these all in one system, how it can be arranged, that we will see. Okay. The arrangement of these devices. Okay. So suppose you have your transmission system, in that you are using shunt compensation devices. This is a transmission line. Okay, for which we are using these devices. Okay, so there is a transformer. Okay, through transformer I can connect all these 4 switch or 5 switch. Okay, so first is what? TCR. Okay, so in TCR, what I did, I will connect thyristor, back to back thyristor. Okay, these have a control terminal. Okay, then I have to connect inductor. Okay, so this is the TCR or TSR, thyristor controlled reactor or thyristor switched reactor. So this is a reactor which is controlled by thyristor. This SCR, this is called SCR or thyristor. SCR or thyristor. Silicon control rectifier or thyristor in general. And in second case, we have to connect capacitor. Okay, so that is an example of TSC. So again, we will connect thyristor back to back. Okay, then if I connect capacitor, then this is what thyristor switched capacitor. So this capacitor is switched by this thyristor. And another one is mechanically controlled. So I have controlled mechanically capacitor. So this capacitor is controlled by this mechanical switch. So this is MSC. Okay. Then last one is STATCOM. Okay. So STATCOM will have thyristor, their circuit will have a like that, or it may have power electronics converter. Okay, like that, and it will control by some devices. Okay, so this is the representation of STATCOM. Okay. So this is all about FACT devices. In next class, we will see types of HVDC link. Okay, why will you use HVDC link? That we will see in next class. Okay, any question?